have to differentiate between blood vessels and ureters. So the easiest way to tell is the blood vessel, or the ureters, will always have a lot of fat. So the ones with the most fat are the ureters, right? Everybody should be able to see their tubes. They're tied off. The one with the most fat around, the most excess stuff is the ureter. So look,
right? Yeah.
see how much fat this has? This is the ureter. These are the blood vessels. I have two within there, but see how much fat?
I'm totally taping this.
See the fat caps that goes
I
around?
did. I asked her if I got. Oops, I was not focusing.
You recording?
I am.
You should send it to me.
Okay. So those are the ureters.
I
You
can
will have to be able to
absolutely.
differentiate them, right? If I put a pin here and I ask you what this is, the answer should be ureter because of the amount of fat that's around it. Okay? If I put a pin here and ask you what it is, you should tell me a blood vessel. You don't have to differentiate vein or artery, but you do have to say blood vessel. Okay? Now to cut these open. It's like an avocado, kids. Anybody ever open an avocado? No. Similar.
I'm not cutting the cheers.
Okay, so look. We're cutting it all the way around. You just want to score it. All the way around. And then what you do, once you have it cut all the way around in half, then you continue in further. You do have to use some force. The polymers are decent. You do have to kind of use some force, and you will have to kind of pry it a little bit apart.
Yeah.
Please don't cut yourself.
I thought Haley was from her.
Right, so see how I'm sliced? I sliced it, I scored it, and now I'm cutting it open like this.
It just sounds juicy.
Oh, good lord! Look at that thing.
Hurry up, Haley. Do it.
She's hacking at it now. All right, I'm just gonna go over this way so I can keep her. That is awesome. That's pretty.
Why can't everything with dissect have
Ooh.
Yeah, you guys have scalpels. So it's easy if you just score the outside, and then as you like pry it open like I did, so it's here, just start prying it open and literally slice down. It's easier if you pre-score it though. The part is the urine pathway. Okay, so what they did is they injected yellow polymer into the urethra, or the ureter, into the kidney that way. So if it is yellow, it is urine, right? Urine is yellow, yellow is urine. If it is pink, it is an artery. If it is blue, it is a vein. So pink are arteries, blue are veins. If we look at it, okay, so here's my ureter right here, right, one with the most fat. Here's my ureter. This is my renal pelvis. Okay, because it's harder to differentiate, if I put a pin here closer to the ureter, it's going to always be the renal pelvis. Okay?
Where can you point to that again?
It's the pins in it.
I can't see.
Yeah, I can't see where it's at. I'm sorry.
Oh, I got you.
We kind of cut.
Okay? So if I put a pin here, it is the renal pelvis, right? Anything really close to the ureter is going to be the renal pelvis. If I move the pin further away and it puts it about here, anywhere in this area, it's going to be the major calyx.
What color is the
Yeah,
I'm gonna upload this to
The pale
YouTube
pink is the
because this
pelvis.
is probably gonna
Nope,
be
right
too
here, guys. This is where my
Blue?
No one's allowed to make fun of the channels that I
don't
like.
look at colors. Look at the actual orientation, because the actual kidney you have on the exam may have totally different colors.
Okay.
So going, oh, the blue part is going to mess you up because it
I
may
just
keep
want to be able to identify it here.
So the renal pelvis is right here close to the ureter. Everybody put your finger right now on your ureter. Or one person in the group, put your finger on your ureter. Find your fatty ureter, put your finger on it. As you go into the kidney, the absolute first thing you touch once you're actually into the kidney proper is the renal pelvis. If you further go in, it becomes the major calyx. And if you go all the way up to the point where it starts to turn yellow, and you have a little cup there, that is the minor calyx. So this portion here is the minor calyx. These would be major calyxes. This would be the renal pelvis. Got it? So it goes ureter, closest is the renal pelvis, next is the major calyx, next is the minor calyx. You can see the minor calyx here better. See how this one forms a little heart shape? This right here forms a heart shape. That heart shape is at the bottom of a renal pyramid.
Yeah, we're still cutting. I can't even like this I'm trying so hard to do this right now. It's gonna take a while.
Are the calyx, are they like kind of like holes or like?
No, they're actually a membrane. So you see, it's hard to, it's obscured because of the polymer, but you see how it's white?
Yeah.
This white membranous part is what the calyx is.
I don't have white on
Out
it.
there.
We do.
Yours is totally obscured by yellow.
Oh, okay.
That's why you can't do colors.
I see someone.
Okay? So, the renal pyramids, guys, because remember I said it's not going to look as clear.
That's a
right?
really good
The
example.
renal pyramids, the best way to tell is to look for the yellow. Where the yellow ends, that part right above it is a renal pyramid. So here's a pyramid, here's a pyramid, here's a pyramid, this is a pyramid, this is a pyramid, there's one here. So where the yellow ends, the part right above it is going to be the renal pyramids.
Okay.
Okay? The part in between it is going to be the renal column. Now, some of yours will look nicer. Mine has nice blood vessels that go up through. See how these blood vessels go through in mine? I have the blue polymer, the veins. This is the renal columns. The blood vessels travel in between the pyramids to the renal columns, right? Which means that this is one lobe of my kidney. Does everyone see the pins? One lobe. So from a column to a column is one. Yep, they're triangular shaped.
Okay.
So this is one lobe. This kidney has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lobes. Yours may have 6 or 7, yours may have 4, but this one has 5. This is a lobe of the lung.
So every time you see like a new yellow, like a big, like that's considered
Yes.
one.
New yellow is considered one lobe.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So these are the renal columns where these blood vessels go up. So this one I have up here is really nice because you can clearly see the renal columns. Okay. Now this part here with all the little dots is the cortex. Right? Cortex. Now, all of these little dots that are here in the cortex are your cortical radiate arteries and veins. Those are the arteries and veins that directly supply the nephron. So cortical radiate arteries will go into the glomerulus, and the veins will come off of the peritubular capillaries, and they're all these small little dots, cortical radiate arteries. Right? Like red or pink being arteries, blue being veins.
She's lagging at that. Poor thing.
Okay?
She's splashing me like this.
Is everybody good with that so far? We got everybody feels comfortable with all that anatomy?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So, on the exam, I'm going to cut one open, okay, and I will put pins in. It will operate similar to this. This part of the kidney is what? If you need to come and look at it, that's totally fine. We'll do a practice run through. This part of the kidney is what? You just shout it out. Yeah. Right? Just shout it out, guys. Renal pyramid, right? It doesn't matter if I put the pin there, or there, or there, or there, or there. They're all the same thing. Now, could you say medulla and still be correct? Technically, yes, but I will medulla, but I will only accept renal pyramid because it's a specific portion of it. Okay. If I say this part of the kidney is what, that's when you can say medulla. So if I run my finger this way and say this part of the kidney is what, then you can say medulla. But if I put a pin in a specific one, it has to be a renal pyramid. Okay? If I put the pin in here and say what area of the kidney is that? The cortex. Okay? What arteries or veins run through there? Cortical radiate. only arteries or veins that run in that portion.
You don't have to say, we don't have to say like the veins, I know, we just say.
You can just say cortical radius.
Okay.
Yep, what blood vessel is cortical radius, because it's the veins and arteries,
Okay,
all right? Now, if I put the pin here,
that's the vein.
what part of the kidney
Column.
is that?
The column.
The renal column, right? The vein that runs up through is the lobar vein or artery, but I want you to say column. So you're gonna label the veins and arteries on the picture, so the only answer that, yeah, the only answer that should be a vein or an artery is if I ask you what is located in this area.
Okay.
Nothing else should be a vein or an
So
artery.
that's just considered the column then? It's like-
Yep, renal column.
Okay.
Now, if I put my pin here in the yellow part, that is considered what?
The minor.
Minor calyx, or
Calyx.
calyx, right? If I put it in the yellow right up against that renal pyramid, that is the minor calyx. If I put it down here,
It's the major calyx.
Uh,
That's the renal pelvis.
renal pelvis, if it's close to the ureter